All right, welcome to our very first interview for the second season of the NMB Celebrity Survivor Challenge. I'm the director, Shaw Ashley, here with
Wayne White.
Wayne White. So, Wayne, tell us what you do for a living and what makes you kind of a local celebrity.
Well, what I do for a living is own my own company, doing property maintenance, property management with homeowner associations. But I guess what would kind of make me a local celebrity, I do the play-by-play voice for the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs football team, and do a lot with North Myrtle Beach High School as well as with Coastal Carolina University.
Awesome. So, this competition will be taking place in May, but we have a long time. Well, I say a long time, but it's not so super far away. It'll be here quicker than we know it. Why should the community root for you up until the competition and when once they see the finished product of season two? Why should they root for you?
Well, obviously, I cheer on the city of North Myrtle Beach as a lifelong resident, born and raised here, graduate of North Myrtle Beach High School. Kind of feel like I pour my heart and life into the city and into the athletics department, especially out at the high school, and looking for looking for everybody to pour that back to me.
Good. So here's a big question. Why what are you most looking forward to in the competition? There's so many different aspects of Survivor, and this is Survivor, but it's a condensed version, and there's some interesting twists we put on it. Based off of what you've seen so far, what are you most looking forward to?
Very much looking forward to the different challenges. Obviously, in watching the first season that y'all did, and then I've been watching Survivor since Survivor One, and so it's very interesting. I think it's a good mixture of the intellectual plus the and then just the physical, and so I'm glad it's a few months away though because I need to get into some shape.
So last year we had two starting tribes, seven people on each tribe for a 14-person cast. And we saw two winners from the show as tribe captains, Sandra and Chris. We have a little bit different of a setup this season. We have three starting tribes with five people on each tribe, three celebrities from the show, none of which have won, but they are notable in their own rights during their season. So, can you see yourself aligning with your tribe captain or reaching out to these celebrities, or do you think they're a big threat and you might not want them around?
No, I definitely want them around. I think having that experience is very important, and really enjoyed watching all three of them play. Of course, I think Johnny Fairplay kind of sticks out in everybody's mind, just with just with the way he is, the way he carries himself, the hair kind of gets everybody. So I think he's one that kind of sticks out to everybody. But I think it is important to have that history behind you of Survivor, and and being able to make those connections, and just kind of feed off of that.
Mhm. It's interesting because, Sandra last season, she's arguably the most recognizable person in all of Survivor, and she's won twice. And Chris, on the other hand, is the only person to ever play on the show from our area, and he won, but it was a bit of a controversial win. And now that we have three contestants, not so much winners, this could be seen as a second chance for these tribe captains. Johnny Fairplay didn't go out in the best light in his second season, and Crystal and Mariah, they haven't had their second chance yet. So, like I've stated before, the tribe captains, the first tribal council they attend, they are safe from. So you cannot vote them out the first time you attend tribal council. So we saw last season, Sandra only was at one pre-merge tribal council and she was safe from it. So she was guaranteed merge. So it will be interesting, I think, with these three starting tribes, these smaller tribes, to see how everyone interacts with these people. Um, I'm gonna ask you, and everyone always never tells me, but have you made any pregame alliances so far? If not, do you plan to, or do you want to maybe keep the game authentic and start those connections in May?
Well, obviously, I think with since it is a local quote celebrity challenge, I think a lot of us know each other just at least a little bit, here and there. So no, I think I'd like to take advantage of getting to know my fellow competitors and a little better and while I speak highly of the values that the celebrities bring from their previous survivors. At the same time, I think us as locals, we can't let them come in and win the North Myrtle Beach Celebrity Survivor either. So
Yeah. We saw interesting last season. Neither of the celebrities won, but they both made deep runs. And I'll be honest, I didn't think they would. So I think with three of them, it will be interesting. And I'm excited to see how this group of people interact with them because it's a completely different cast. Um, so in Survivor, you said you've seen the show. You know that there's three big things. There's your social gameplay, there's your strategic gameplay, and then there's your competitive gameplay and the challenges. Of the three, social, strategic, and competitive, what do you think your biggest strategy would be to get yourself to the
I think social. I think the social game to me and watching the years of Survivor. Um, I think that social game and kind of weaving yourself into the importance of not only your game, but the strategy, and I guess that does bring in some of the strategic part as well. But um, you know, making yourself important to others, not only for the importance of your game, but for the importance of theirs. And I think that's got a lot to do with with your social work and being able to get along with everybody and work well with everybody.
end? So, I have another interesting question for you. Um, you know, last season we had a lot younger of a cast. This season, if you look at everyone, we do have a older cast. I'm not gonna say super old, but it is a lot older than last season. Um, you and Angela are our two oldest contestants, and typically either our oldest contestants, even in the show, go out first or really soon, or they make it all the way. And a big part of that is the challenges. I know you said you'd be interested, or you're most interested and excited to see what the challenges are, but do you think you'll be very helpful and good in the challenges? Because that's at first everyone's biggest thing. Are you good or are you not in challenges? And if you don't think you're going to be great at like maybe the mental challenges or something, how do you plan to overcome that?
Yeah, I think from the challenges, I think Angela and I being two of the oldest. Of course, she owns a little boot camp company, and Angela and I have actually been in a workout environment together for quite a while in the past. So I think that even though we're a little older than the others, we'll come in and in shape and fit. So I think we'll be able to we'll be able to compete well in those. I'm more, and I thought it was very interesting in watching the last year's. Sometimes maybe a little worried more in the puzzle challenges. I saw that Allie Bird was pretty good at that last year. She was, so I might have to call her down in Georgia and get some pointers.
Yes. So what have you done so far? I know we just kind of got the ball rolling, but maybe not what you've done so far, but what are you going to do to prepare? I know this is only a 2-day game, but it is a really exhausting 2-day game if you make it far enough. What are you going to do to prepare for the game?
Um, Basically, just kind of, I do need to get myself back into better shape. Haven't worked out as much probably in the last 3 or 4 months here. So I look to getting back into better shape, especially cardio wise, because it is a pretty grueling 36 to 40 hours of competition, and and being hopefully 36 to 40. You don't want to, I don't want that to shorten up too much, but um, I think that's the biggest thing for me is just making sure that I'm physically ready, the mentally ready, and the as far as going with little sleep or anything over a day. That's I'm up early in the morning and work all day, and not don't get a whole lot of sleep anyway. So it's just basically just physically being ready for challenge after challenge in a 1 day span.
Yeah, awesome. So, just to wrap things up, like I told you before we, hit record, not only will you be able to use this, for your fundraising efforts for the kids camp, but some of our viewers that watched the first season, we had thousands of viewers. They aren't necessarily from our area, and so they really like to watch these interviews to get an idea of who they want to donate to and why based on their story in these interviews. So, do you have anything else you'd like to say to the public in our community and outside of our community?
Well, I just basically like everyone to support me in my efforts to raise money so I can one, obviously help the charity, but also gain some advantages in this game. As Shaw pointed out, I'm the old man in this thing, so I need all the help I can get, and I appreciate it.
All right. Well, thank you, Wayne. That is all I have for you. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording.